Here on the Extreme channel, I've pedaled quite a few different products. Now today, I'm going to pedal something else, both figuratively and literally. See what I did there? As the Extreme channel is pushing towards 50,000 subscribers, these are just a few of the statues we are giving away on the journey there. If you want to know how to win one, stay tuned for later in the video. Hey, thanks for tuning into the Extreme channel. My name is Mr. X. This is a very different video of what we usually do. So I'm into extreme lifestyles. Believe it or not, I used to be a workout fiend.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
But then I once decided that I like donuts and cheeseburgers much better. Now, while most people come to this channel for extreme collectibles or sometimes traveling, that will always be the normal content. But today, we're gonna look at this extreme bike. This is an exercise bike with a big ass TV on it from the company Yesoul. You can imagine this is probably a competitor with another competitor that I'm not allowed to say, but their name might rhyme with Peloton. So Yesoul reached out to me and they knew somehow that I had a little bit of a workout area in my home. Here's a quick 360. And they asked if I would give their bike a go. That's what we're going to check out today. So we're going to review their bike and see if it's worth it. We're going to go through the delivery, the unboxing and assembly, the features, and of course the functionality. It was delivered FedEx. The bike itself is 80 pounds, so keep that in mind, very heavy. The other little box that you see right here is actually the TV that goes on the front. Everything was packaged incredibly well to protect all of the contents within the box. So the TV box just had this. The TV was wrapped in the foam and plastic, and then you had the power adapters. The box itself wrapped very well in foam, very conveniently. They really saved space in the box, which was kind of nice. Here it is, removed. I definitely recommend 2 people for this. See all the different parts quite a bit, and then it also did come with some very user-friendly instructions that allowed me to do a pretty easy assembly by myself. Now, unfortunately, my camera stopped recording while I was assembling it, but you can see the first half of it here. It took me a total of 35 minutes by myself. Like I said, the instructions were extremely user-friendly. They also give you all the tools you need. A few Allen wrenches and wrenches to put things together. Definitely can be done with one person. I did it by myself, but again, 2 people, I probably could have gotten it done in about 20 minutes or so. And honestly, I don't even know if the instructions were needed because everything was so logical as far as putting it together. Another thing to note is I talked about how heavy it is. This thing is really sturdy. It's really sturdy where it needs to be, and then it's very flexible where it needs to be as well. So, for example, the TV screen I'm working on now, extremely light, but it still works. So here you see it fully assembled. It looks pretty sharp as well. I'm going to go through some of the different features of it. First of all, you have an adjustment for the height of the bike seat. This is kind of obvious. I'm going to talk more about that later. And then you also have an adjustment not only for the height, but how close you are. That's that secondary knob at the top there, so you can slide it back and forth depending on how close you want to be to the actual handlebars. There are some very heavy, for how small they are, dumbbells that come for different workouts, and there's a holder in the back so you can just grab onto them. The front of it as well also has a height aspect. The pedals have what I think they're called cages around them to anchor your feet in there. And then the front of it has little wheels in case you want to move it. Makes it a little more easier to move because, again, I did say it weighs 80 pounds. And then the front, you have 2 bottle holders, which is really nice. I haven't tested these out yet. Then the last feature is the resistance knob. Really easy to reach and really sensitive in a good way. So upon startup, you do see the brand name. This is the first time I'm turning it on. Pretty colors, make you feel better about yourself. I did notice the unicorn logo is kind of all over the place. They have it on the bike itself and then even like down there in the bottle holder. So first it gives you different language options on the bottom. You can see everything from English, Chinese, Japanese, Spanish, Russian, and a QR code to download the app. So I think that's the first thing we're gonna do. You can also see it has a Wi-Fi connectability. So the QR code took me to their website, but it didn't give me a download to their app, so I just searched it on the Apple Store. After that, it asked for my bio information, my weight, my age, asked if I'm a male or female, so if you're not sure what you are, they didn't have another option. But then it connected to the bike, my phone did, via Bluetooth, and then it also connected both my phone and the bike via my Wi-Fi in my house. So now we are completely set up, and I think I need to log back into the app to adjust the current bike settings. So we're gonna do that next. All right, so I just had to update some of the software on the bike, which is typical when you get a new feature. It took about a minute or so. And I re-logged back in, and as you can see here, you have a display screen that you do control by your app. But as you see the dashboard here, you can select a different workout. It has your recent stats. They do have a subscription service. So far, very user-friendly, pretty cool. So just some screenshots from the app here. So you can control the volume on it, you can turn it on and off, you can select the different programs you want to do. So let's dive into a quick beginner program, what it looks like. And when you first log in, I want to look at that dashboard again because it's pretty cool. It's a summary of everything you want to know. Clearly mine doesn't have any data on it yet, but first of all, it shows what days you actually exercise within the month. It shows your cumulative, how far you've gone, whether it's kilometers, how many calories you're burning. I think that's pretty neat. And then of course, your streak. How many days in a row are you actually using this machine? But let's take a look at a little bit of a workout.
What's going on, Yesoul fam? And welcome to the Yesoul family. This is your 15-minute first ride. So we're going to really break down everything you should know about this bike so that you guys get well acquainted, become BFFs, so that you know the reason why, you know how capable you are on this bike, and then you're going to be encouraged to go further and further with each and every workout you choose from here on out. So
all right, so you're catching me a little out of breath. I am halfway through my first workout. It is a basics, talking about the different positions. And I want to give my fresh thoughts through my breaths here. First of all, the trainer's great at explaining and challenging you. The intro level workout was a little tough, so I think that's always a good thing. And it gives you segments during the workout. So you know you have about 60 seconds left of sitting climbing, then they're going to move to the next one, which is different sitting climbing. It measures your outputs, how far you go, your calories, what resistance you're at from the red knob we looked at earlier. They didn't incorporate the dumbbells at all, but I still think that's pretty neat. Now, I'm a taller individual. I'm 6'3" and weigh 25 pounds. This bike is probably the maximum height that can be right now with the chair all the way up and the handlebars all the way out. It's still a tiny bit too small for me, but still workable. If I get in this standing position, it's much, much better, and the bike does do a great job of supporting my weight, so I think that's really impressive. But I believe they have other options for different bikes. Let's actually check that out on the website right now. All right, so here's their website. Again, there's a link in the description below. So they are free shipping in the US, which is fantastic. There's two different bikes to choose from, the G1 and the G1 Max. I have the G1 Max, as you saw, and with that comes the giant screen that's attached. Now, I believe the only difference, and they're half price right now, which is fantastic, the only difference between that and the G1 is it has a holder and you can use the app on your iPad. So not really a huge difference. Maybe this doesn't have a bottle holder, I'm not sure. But they also have a few different accessories you can purchase. So you see right here, a seat cover for the bike, make it a little more comfortable. I probably will do that. Very affordable, as you see, these prices, 49 bucks, additional pedals, and additional tools in case you misplace yours. And then it gives you reviews and it talks all about the app as well. And I don't believe that the plan options are shown here. Let's double check. I did see them on the app, but here's the membership. So it doesn't give prices, but you can check that out on the app itself. The app is free to download, and again, they have a lot of free stuff on there, so you don't have to do the membership. Although if you really want to escalate it, I imagine that I will with the membership eventually. So again, make sure to check out the link in the description below, but fantastic prices. You can get this for $500 shipped essentially in the US for the big one, $400 for the one where you use the tablet. Now the link I'm going to leave below will have a discount code so make sure to check that out. So as I said, as a disclaimer, I've never used one of these types of bikes. This does everything I want it to. So while I've never used one of these before, I really like it. Nowadays, a lot of people don't like going to gyms for multiple reasons. Whether it's weather related or you just don't want to be around other people. Obviously the pandemic affected that. But one disadvantage is you would always work out alone if you had room at home. And I think this solves that. That's a pretty cool feature. But is this good enough for your home? Well, really quickly, I want to do some different categories and ratings on the extreme scale. Starting with their customer service, I think it's 5 out of 5. They were absolutely fantastic with me. I really appreciate it. I think the design of the bike was excellently done. Like I said, very easy to assemble. Everything is extremely sturdy, and I love the different features, the adjustments you can do. That is also a 5 out of 5 for me. Regarding the functionality, granted, I've only done 1 or 2 different workouts. You saw some of those. They seem pretty good. It's nothing that's way over the top, but I still think it's a solid 3 out of 5. You get what you pay for. Of course, that's kind of a harsh grading, but I have nothing to compare it to either. Overall, does this have the X factor? Am I happy with it? I really am. I think I'm going to use it in my rotation with my other cardio on a regular basis. I don't know if I'm going to get the paid service on the app yet or not. It'll depend on how much I like this. A big thanks to Yesoul. I really appreciate it. Guys, if you want to look at their website, there's a link in the description below. Make sure to check them out. At the very least, give me a like for doing this video while I sweated my ass off for you. And if you're new to the channel, well, we're not normally about this stuff. I'm usually just a smart ass who talks about collecting and travel and stuff like that. Go ahead and click the subscribe button. And if you leave a comment below, you could actually win like a $1,000 prize. We will be giving all of these statues away, plus additional ones at every 5,000 subscriber milestone. To win one of these statues, all you have to do is make sure you've liked this video, you've subscribed to the channel, you've hit that bell notification, and then just drop a comment below. Every 5,000 subscriber milestone, we are going to do a random drawing and pick a random comment and give one of these statues away, plus some additional ones I'm not showing right now. The more videos you comment on, the higher your chances are to win. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I know it was a really different video, but again, hit that like button. I really appreciate it, and definitely check out Yesoul. Big thanks to them. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.